Thanks, Dave, and welcome back to the OSU Roundup. Talking to Coach Jim Littell, the head coach of the Cowgirl basketball team. And, Coach, coming off a couple of fantastic wins, one at home, one on the road. One includes a sweep of West Virginia, and let's start there. West Virginia is a very athletic team. They have a WNBA-style player in Tyneese Martin on that roster. And for you guys to get the sweep, that was a big-time win.
It was a big win for us, and our kids hung in there to the end. And it's a team that won at Mississippi State before. They beat Michigan, so they crawled up to number 15 in the rankings at one time. So it's a talented team, and it was a good win, and we took the lead with a minute 11.
You know, and that's what's amazing, Coach. Throughout the course of this ball game, you guys trailed, and it set up so similarly to the one in Morgantown. You were down 6 late, that one 46-40, the most recent 49-43, and you just had to make plays, and your kids did make plays, and one after and one after and one. Didn't lead a lot, but you led when it mattered most.
Well, that's true, and it appears like we've learned some things. We lost some games about not finishing. When we went through about a 3 or 4 game stretch, it was very difficult for our team. So hopefully we're growing, and we're growing in confidence and knowing that we can finish tight ball games.
Finished a tight one with Oklahoma. It looked like it was going to be a tight game. You guys finally opened it up a little bit late. But in this one, Coach, we talked about it. Revenge maybe not a factor, but I know your kids felt like they owed them one. And to go to Norman and to win in a place that in the last 25 years had only been, actually 24 years, had only won 4 times, to pick up that 5th one, now you are 3-2 versus OU in the last 5 in Norman. A lot of momentum comes out of that ball game.
No, it's important, and you know, I've always talked about my take on what Bedlam is and what it is to our program and our fans, and it was a huge win, and it was a game where we'd get an 8-point lead and then get down by 8 and get an 8-point lead. So there was a lot of ups and downs in that game, but the kids kept fighting and made plays at the end. And Jamie Asbury did a tremendous job on Robertson, and Mack and Vivian Gray played a great game as well.
Undoubtedly they did, and Coach, you talked about it. Oklahoma made some good runs. Oklahoma was able to get some points in the paint, mainly because they were getting some run-out buckets. But you were down there, you were down in the rebounding category, you were down in a lot of those barometers that we look at to see whether you probably won or lost. By the end of the game, you were able, especially with shooting percentage, able to completely flip those numbers.
We shot 51%, and that's the season high for us. And shot selection was better, and Mac did a great job going 10 for 16 inside. And thought Vivian Gray played with a great composure and a great pace, slowed her game down a little bit. Lauren Fields hit some big shots. As we talked, Jamie did a great job guarding Robertson, so a lot of things came together.
And going back to Jamie Robertson, or to Jamie Asbury guarding Robertson, what a tremendous effort. You've alluded to it a couple of times, Coach, but you told her, I don't care if she goes to the snack bar or she goes to the parking lot, you're with her. And I told her afterwards, I said, if she frowned, you frowned. If she smiled, you smiled. She raised her right hand, you raised your left hand. She mirrored her beautifully all night long. And that seems simple until you look at the way they play offense and how many screens you have to get through to stay with her and the little separation she needs to take a shot. For Jamie to do that and to help hold her to 2 of 10, that's nothing short of remarkable.
No, and out of that 2 for 10, we missed an assignment where someone was supposed to help up. We call it blitz. We were supposed to double her, and one of those threes was off the glass. So she made her earn every bucket for sure.
She did indeed. And so now, Coach, you have terrific momentum. Now, as I said, 3-2 in Norman after that's been such a tough place to play. You're 4-2 versus Oklahoma in the last 6. A couple of games now under your belt with some W's, and now you get a chance at the one of the top-ranked teams in the country in Baylor this weekend.
You know, Baylor's playing extremely well. They're getting everybody back healthy. Naisha Smith's back healthy, and I think they're the best team in the country right now. We need to embrace the opportunity to be able to play the best team in the country. We've played a tough schedule, and we need to leave our nerves in the dressing room and just come out and play to the best of our abilities.
You guys are starting to get healthy as well. Not completely there, but getting closer, and it's going to be a fun matchup coming up Saturday night, Gallagher Arena, 7 o'clock. Coach, best of luck in that one.
Thanks, Casey.
Hey, that's going to do it for this segment. Let's take a break. When we come back, we've got Jessica. She's going to be taking a quick look at the off-season program, player development with the Cowboy football team. What does that look like? She's got that story and more coming up right after this.